Okay, there we go. Now my mic's picking me up. All right, welcome to my stream. It is not that late for the eagerly waiting viewers. All right, let's just get into it. This is my waiting screen I've made. Thought it looked nice. It's just the ISS stream provided by NASA. It goes out a lot. I've noticed I have some other live streams I might use for this kind of thing in the future. I'm not entirely sure about the requirements there though, so I'll be careful about that. I would have background music right now. This is kind of quiet. Yeah, let's see if I'll turn up the stub audio. There you go, so you can hear the game background right now. I'd use background music, but most of the background music requires you to link to it, and I had not gone through the process of authorizing my channel to put links in the description. Didn't realize that was a thing you needed to do. So yeah, I started that process, and I'll see how that goes. Till then, I can't really use the music without crediting it properly, and I can't credit it properly without links. So that's just how it is. Which stream like better? This is not going to be as useful as OBS. Alright, cool. Alrighty. That I can do there. I'm just going to get started. In audio off. Now it's capturing game audio. I hope I'm not. I hope this isn't too loud. Okay, wait. I need to see if I can listen to this. Here we go. Okay, so it was not capturing the audio at all before. Good to know. I thought it was. Let's see, I was completely wrong with it. I think I'm not great, but could be worse. But I've discovered that monitoring myself is kind of distracting. So now I can mainly, I don't know, music and the delay and all. Maybe I can find a better way to do it later, but for now, that's where I'm at. Okay, so today I think, at least start with Iris. Let's see how far we get. I'm probably gonna try and stop by about 5:36-ish. So probably not too many rounds. I think this one's kind of fun. So, because I'm trying to go through this a little quicker, I am going to be still playing in stage mode. Play hard because it'll just be faster. Again, I kind of like to focus on skills first. I'm surprised I didn't get go tutorial on Iris earlier, because I did gold grind early on, around the time of the Steam launch. And so I played a lot with Iris, but I think I did a lot of endless mode. And because of that meant a lot of not credited rounds just because I didn't get to the 30 minutes I need. I think Focus Shades is once again good. Iris's primary weapon is multi-shot. Again, I am still a little bit out of it on this game. I stopped playing for a few weeks. So. Anyways, I feel like I, should talk about stuff I can't just, I mean, I can try and just talk about the game. Other than making me seem like a horrible loser with how much, like, or no, I don't even know that much. Yeah. I think going and just reciting facts that you could read on the wiki is just kind of boring and uninteresting. I'm gonna just talk about other stuff. Talk about, you know, if there's something interesting going on, talk about it, but mostly I'll just focus on talking about whatever. Fortunately, still no viewers or chat to talk to. This is not a surprise though. I was kind of curious about that first VOD to see if it would get any viewers. I expected it not to. On the first day, like, it got 2 views for some reason. I don't think it got any today though. Talk about the most interesting thing in the world, obviously, which is my life. A little bit. With the around my area, a lot of the school years are ending. I think university ended a little while ago, and like public school, like elementary, high school, all just ended this week. I don't think it's doxing myself. Heck yeah. So cool looking attack. Anyways. So my workplace, which happens to I'll probably end up saying what it is. I expect I'll probably end up saying what it is, but let's see how long I go without saying it. Let's see if I last this stream without talking about it. It's like there's kind of some stuff I might rant about with it. But we're gonna pick up in busyness. With a lot of people having a lot more free time. It's gonna be fun. It means I get more hours. I don't get enough hours right now, to be honest. But it's okay. I'm still new. I've only been there since like beginning of the year. Other employees have more experience than me. They can do more than me there. So I think it's fair that they get the hours. But we're gonna be a lot more busy, which means I get more chance to do stuff. I think that cancels my. Let's see what I can do, because there might be some fun collabs here. Nice. Will this affect streaming? I don't think so. I mean, this is my second stream. I don't really have a schedule yet. Just sort of whatever. Maybe I'll be a little bit more busy. I mean, I'm currently only doing like 20 hours a week there. I think I'd work there as long as they're open if I could, but I don't think that's an option. I'll probably go to something like 30, 35. I don't know, it's a kind of funny thing, because I wish they'd pay more, but at the same time, I have a feeling they're not the most financially. I don't think the business is losing money, and I really do enjoy working there to the point where if I like had the sufficient alternative income, I genuinely would not mind working there for free. That being said, I currently do not have such a thing as a sufficient alternative income. My primary income, which is this job, is also not sufficient. So I'll have to figure something out. I tried doing security as a second job, full-time security, and it just felt wrong. It just was not for me. Which is a shame, because all the people there seem really nice and the work seems cool. I have an interest in security, primarily from a breaching it perspective, but you know, that is still an interest in security. Alas, was not right thing at the time. And that's how it goes sometimes. It was a good wake-up call though, because you know, I remember reading whatever financial book, it was Rich Dad Poor Dad for school, high school all those years ago. And well, okay, reading. I read part of it. Good book, the parts I read. I more so skimmed it. Not the point. And I remember talking about, oh, you know, you shouldn't be working for money. Yeah, sure, whatever, but I also need money. And then this job came along where it's a lot more money and, you know, seemed like a fine job. But I really was doing this job because it paid a lot more. And the misery that comes from that, I think is a really good wake-up call. I think everyone should at least try to work a job like that once so they know why they shouldn't. Yeah, it just sucks to do something where you're like, oh, this is not what I should be doing with my time or with my life. So yeah, we are 10 minutes into the stream and I am already waxing philosophical. So that's something cool. Maybe I'll call the next stream whispering into the void or something like that, because it does sort of feel like I'm not whispering though, talking softly. So as not to be a nuisance. Well, as to be less of a nuisance, I suppose. Yes. If you do watch this VOD, now I'm gonna have any live viewers. But I can't wait to ask the first live viewer I get. Is if I stream long enough, I'm sure at least someone will make the mistake of clicking on my stream. You know, it's bound to go up the longer I stream. That's a fine power, I can put that. Anyways, if I stream long enough, I'm sure someone will click on it. Can't wait to harass the first live viewer until I can get them to immediately leave and be freaked out. So that's gonna be fun. Else to talk about? Oh yeah, so I watched Tokyo Revengers. I remember like coming out and kind of wanting to watch it at the time. And get around to it. Oh dang it, I wanted that item. Oh. I thought not paying better attention. Anyways, I remember it like coming out and thinking it was seemed interesting. And I really liked Crybaby, the opening song, which I still think they're cowards for not changing the song for the second core, but not a huge deal. It is such a good song that they can kind of get away with it. But like even it, well, okay, I honestly, what I have watched of Naruto, the few hundred episodes I watched several years ago, like 8 years ago. Anyway, it's not the point. I mean, they had some really banger songs. They still change them out pretty frequently. Maybe they wouldn't. I don't remember. I think you need to be willing to try new songs, even if you have a top tier opening. I mean, like Jujutsu Kaisen left Eve's opening, but it switched off from Eve's opening, which I love Eve and his music and his manga. His filmography is specifically Adam by Eve on that movie, I think, technically. You know, I watched it and I liked the music. Not really sure about the story because I'm not really sure what the story was. It was mysterious to me. Anyways, yeah, even Jujutsu Kaisen's first trigger song, it wasn't as good as Kakage, but you have to be willing to try new stuff, even if you know that it can't live up. That's my biased fanboyism. Anyways. But yeah, I wanted to watch it back then. I don't know. That was sort of the time I was stopping watching anime. Got distracted. Not interested at the time very much. But I got back. I've been getting back into it recently. So I watched all of Tokyo Revengers. I watched the first episode like a few weeks ago and then just finished it over the past 2 days. It's a pretty good show. I kind of hate Tanagaki Takemichi. He's kind of really annoying and really lame. But I started reading the manga after I finished watching the show. One, because I don't know what happens. Two, someone said in the comments on it that he gets better in the manga after some point. So hopefully I can find where that is. It's something I realized while watching the show. Well, I mean, when I had like some issues with like the translation, because there's some like funny stuff. Like it was like bungle. So, no, it wasn't that. It was pretty obviously unknown number, and they translated it to "I don't recognize the number" or "I don't know this number," something like that. And it's like, no, that's what his phone is saying. That's what phones say when they don't know that number saved. Anyways, that's fine. One of the comments complained about Koraken said like they translated it into some elaborate sentence. And it's like, yeah. It's funny how much less how many. From what I can tell, Japanese is a language of far fewer words. And so all translations, I think, are just naturally and innately a little bit pudgy and funky. And that's just sort of how it has to be. I think that's okay. I don't think that's a horrible thing. But the other thing with localization is that must have been such a nightmare. I realized, like, I don't know at what point in the show I realized what the name of the gang was. The Tokyo Manjika is what it's called, Tokyo Manjika. And I'm like, I think I know that kanji, and I think I've seen a little bit of materials for the show in like Japanese. And yeah, I double checked. I went to like Jisho and typed in Manji. And yeah, that's definitely. I can see why having that kanji would be a problem for American audiences, otherwise known as ignorant audiences. But I'm not gonna get into that fight right now. I can understand why people's sensibilities would be upset, and I can understand why. I don't know who the distributor was, if it was just Crunchyroll or Funimation. I can see them not wanting to get into that fight. But jeez, that must have made the localization of that show a nightmare. You have to remove one of the like kanji on every character's uniform. You have to modify their bikes, their flags, everything. You know what? They put in the work. They did. I did notice on one of the bikes, rather than removing it, the manji, they just modified it into some like kind of Mobius strip symbol. Oh no, not Mobius, because that's the end of the game. Some sort of, continuous pattern design thing. MCS looking kind of thing. Which I thought was kind of a funny approach. I rejected the body pillow because I don't really like it. I don't really like that drink item either. The body pillow is actually a pretty good item. Yeah, so that's just kind of a funny thing with the show. The scan leader group though that I'm reading around, I'm a hugest fan because they translated Takemichi as almost just a straight romanization, which I really like how the anime handles it, of it being like Mitch, You know what? Desperate Times call for desperate measures. This is a good stamp at this time. Oh, small MA. Small MA is dangerous. Why do I feel slow? Rejected haste up item. Why do I feel so slow? The Fubuzilla, or no, what do you call it? Fuburat? Yeah, I'm not super familiar with the proper name. I think it's Fuburat or something like that. This is some of the ones I shared a while ago at my place of work. I thought that was kind of neat. Other anime I've been watching. I don't know the Japanese name, but I've forgotten. But it's Diary of Our Days at the Breakwater. Really exciting anime. It's about high school girls doing fishing. Like they go out and they catch fish, which I believe a few entities urges go fishing. The nature's choice, fishing. I say that I genuinely can't quite remember the last time I fished. It would have been several years ago. I've never caught anything while fishing. I've technically caught a fish before with my bare hands. It was in a cup on a table, but you know, I did catch it with my bare hands. In terms of while fishing, I caught a motorboat once. It snapped my line. Figure special's that good, so I'm not sure if idle costumes fit. So just not sure if that's the super club I want to go for. There's some pretty good ones. I'd like to go for... No, I don't think I can. Okay, I've locked myself out of that option. Okay. Can I do? Hold that up. I'll go for that one. Yeah. Quite recall the name of it at the moment, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. My mic audio keeps going to the like yellow section. I don't know if that's now lava bucket. And we don't try and get this. I got it. Like in terms of like future content I'd like to do. Actually, I'd like to do at some point. You know, play karaoke, that kind of stuff, because I think it'd be fun. I think I'm a good singer. I actually think I'm a pretty bad singer. Not because I have a bad voice. I'm not sure about my voice. It's probably not that good. But I think I just lack training, and I'm bad with matching pitch and all that, so I think I could train to be better at singing. And the reason I'm bad at singing is not because I'm naturally disadvantaged, but just because I have not put in necessary work so to be. It's the Jane Austen thing, Pride and Prejudice. I don't think it's like, you know, a cruel fate that I'm bad at stuff. I just think I haven't put in the necessary work for a lot of stuff. Someone's like really jealous of someone else being a good piano player. I'm like, why? Like, you know how much harder they've worked than you have? Like, I've seen how hard you worked. They worked harder than me. At least recently. There's a time when I put in some work. But like, this person is probably practicing at least an hour every day, probably significantly more. So if they weren't, and they've been practicing much longer than this person. Yeah, if they were worse, that would be unfair. That would be horrible. You know? And yeah, there are prodigies. There are people who pick things up big. But yeah, this was definitely not the case there. Maybe it could be rambling into the void. I of course hold all my words in very high regard. Don't diminish the importance or value of them. Negative. Just in this game, so I'm so okay. It's weird for me. The research cut's okay. The damageless was definitely a conscious effort for me. I think the really high damage achievement was not when this sort of happened. But damageless was actually, just for my playstyle, required active effort to achieve. I didn't really pick up the classes this late. It's still a good item. Picked it up 5 minutes ago. Oh well. The glasses, they're a good item though, regardless. They're just better if they get them earlier. It's a good item though. Keep it. More XP. Study classes. We're more than halfway through this room. I should get the number of those before. It's like games and rhythm games. I've been practicing a little bit of rhythm games though. Yeah, Researcher's Coat is the damageless item the other damageless item I was talking about, where I got it. I got the achievement for it to unlock it, so it just doesn't really match my playstyle. Completely off topic. I never growing up was like a huge Takis guy. They just weren't around as an option for me. I hadn't really tried them. But I tried some a while ago. I think I tried some Good Fire Runner. Pretty good. I actually like them, but I saw at the store they had guacamole flavored Takis, and I was like, that sounds odd. Let me buy them and consume them. It's tastes pretty darn good. So, if you're at the store and you see guacamole flavored Takis, my personal recommendation is to try them. If you do not like guacamole, you probably won't like them, I had to guess. But who knows? I taste them, it's like, yeah, I can definitely see the resemblance to guacamole in the flavor here. Pardon my Spanish poquito español, pero mucho. That's one of the few things I in Spanish. I did take a year of Spanish. I studied a little bit more than that, but I did take a dedicated Spanish class for a year. Not choice. But that was actually about 9 years ago. I did 2 years of Spanish. Oh well. But like I said, 9 years ago. So yo no sé mucho español. I have forgotten most of it. No sé is one of the ones I've learned and I really remember though. And you know what? Fair enough. Describes most of my Spanish knowledge. But no sé, I actually don't know, and I've not verified that yo sé works as the alternative, as the opposite to that, so I should probably check that before I actually say that to anyone. Well, now I've said it on a YouTube live stream to 0 viewers. So I guess that's a thing. It's probably fine though. Anyway. These. That collab a multi-shot? That's a multi-shot. I could go for that and get the bounce ball. Go for that last game. It's only 5 though, so. You'll become it. Still Stellar is a great album. And I'm sure Spectre is. I have the budget to keep buying CDs like I do. I really get back on it. But I've not gotten around to buying Spectre yet. Or if she has the other albums. I don't know, but I don't think she does. She does. Maybe. Also, don't have to do this. Still attacks. That's a good item. I like that. Goes tears. We can. You know what? I think the bomb stamp is a little bit better than the stamp right now. Both. That's nothing. Pacifist stamp. I think we need more. Oh, we just need more. Oh, that's excellent. Let's see the attack right now. This is like a really good stamp. Bounce point. Size up? Okay, let's do it. Oh, this is, I think, the best one. I think where have bomb? Bomb's really good with just this item, with a good multi-shot item. So we're going to up our strength for projectiles. More projectiles is better. Okay. Very well. Good close calls. Alright. What the boss it sounds like. I will say, I keep looking over at my OBS, and I've got like the stream dashboard there, and there's an indicator of, I assume it's like stream quality, like just am I dropping frames kind of thing, which I'm not. It just says excellent, and I really appreciate the motivational support being provided by YouTube there, because, you know, I'm entirely clear on what they're telling me. But I'd like to think it's them telling me that I'm doing it, but even though I'm pretty sure it's just, you know, an indication that my connection to their servers is not horrendous. Alas. It's very reassuring to look over and see the green circle. Excellent. Stay hydrated. Oh good, that did not get my filter. I don't think I drank much water at all last stream, and it was very short. Okay, well that's weird. Yes, it was a pretty short stream, so it didn't really matter much. But I was pretty parched by the end of it. I don't really have any items that the attack is effective right now. Not gonna go with that right now. Already close to collab. This is the hard part. Not here. Actually, Mike's. I had to do crap. Absolutely dying. Honestly, these builds where infinite stamp might not be a purple item. All things considered. Oh, I actually have delivery down there. But just stamps like you can out there, and it's kind of passing. Maybe the micro stamp. Let's see what we do. Because I am kind of treating battle for the moment. And the micro is pretty good for that. Right. There's greed. I don't really care about greed right now. Go stamp. That's actually not bad. I will be done. So I want that. Ooh, let's go with things I can fly. I didn't actually check my attacks. Or my character skills. Don't I have any though? I don't really. Uber Sheep might be good just because I'm taking a lot of damage. Let's hope so, actually. I'm not usually using my special. Remember what the final boss of the stage is. How am I stuck? Still not that's supposed to. Almost 40 minutes wasted. It's close to 30 minutes. The stream start to actually get I think I abandon the hope for a super collab. Unlikely at this point. Get it that quickly anyways. And go for chickens with it. That will definitely save my life. Okay, Ring of Fitness. Eyes up, not a bad stamp. Not what we're going for right now. Bosses here. So I can't even remember. Oh, it's the Akotaro, or whatever it's called. Level up Dragon 500. Dragon 5 Ring of Fitness, idle consequence. I'd do that. Super. That was the only route I needed for got to play Iris. Go. I think that means I now wait for Hololive EN at for this Holocure. I'm holding out hope this next one will come. So we got achievements. Oh, I guess I technically only have 119 or 158. Steam achievements like that, all but one. Your completion narrator is called. I think all the ones I've left are just gotcha play achievements. Oh, no, I have never completed a stage. Put on a. Or Swada. Or Azuki. Or Roboka-san. I cleared with any member of Gen 0. And I guess I have not played that much before. Yeah, let's see. And no. 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 Okay. I apparently have not beaten around as a single member. Gen 1? No. RIP and no. She's not dead. Just gone. No. No. And 2. No. Oh, no. Oh, I have completed a stage as Aqua. Yes. Gamers? Yes. No, really, I played a fair bit. You know, I thought, but I guess not enough to actually beat a stage. I think that's probably why I still was really, really bad at the game. Which is different from now, because now I'm just really bad at the game. Only one, really. I got 3 clears with. Put on a nothing, which is... Really? No, Yusu? I guess when I was doing money grinding, Iris was still the strat, so I played a little bit with Yusu, but I've mostly watched someone else play with Yusu because I was too used to the Iris grinding. Gilfie, I have cleared with. Oh yeah, her power, her like attacks are cool. I think they're neat. Buddy. Apparently won with once. I saw the clip of her reacting to her special, and she was really happy, and I think that was cool. Dana, no, I've not seen much better. I've not played. All feathers. Peafowl feathers look like that. Not a peafowl I've seen. It's more like a peacock kind of feather, isn't it? Ever. I guess I should suspend my disbelief here. Eris, Arnia, Ball. Why is it like uppercase and lowercase like that? And then I remembered. Hello? I'm under the water. Please help me. No, but Gaia. Koala. But close. That's neat. I think is hers like kind of technical or something? That seems like something. But apparently one is nowadays, so you know, I've been playing this game a lot recently, and definitely has been months since I touched the game. Let's see, how many hours do I have total though? I currently have 124 hours in this. Let's get into it. I want to go for branch clear. Obviously, idea would be faster, but I'm just going up everything. That's fine. What am I doing? I get to know it. 35 further from you. Close. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm gonna do right. Really, because I finish into the stream. I reach guts right now. Read all the descriptions. Clearly, what are the actual full names? Poison use also one out. Really big fan. I really like Pablo is fun. That all good. Don't speak French. Ultimately don't speak French. Okay, I might study it one day. It's a cool language. Well, no it isn't. But it seems like a language that would be useful right now. I actually not like the French language. I do not. Okay. I've not pondered that before. I've come to the realization French is not a language I like. Entirely sure. Okay. It is a useful language to know though. Because I'm not confident right now, I'm gonna go check this other. Alright, I can do this. The weak can stand, isn't it? I'll at least carry it around as fodder. I made Okai recently. Not nickel rice porridge. I think I overdid it a little bit, overcooked it a little bit. A little too done. But you know, first time. I think I did okay, considering that. I actually gotta enjoy cooking. It's fun. Also, I think this is a cool thing. Like the way gravity affects the attack is kind of funky. I enjoy that. AFP. Takodachi. I saw the clip of like Yago's office, and he has a little, little takodachi on his desk, which I think is funny. I actually have the same favorite song as Yogo, so because he has good taste. I mean, at least what he declared to be his favorite song. It might still be his favorite song. Maybe he's found a better one by now. I'm sure he's a diehard cheerleader fan. For those not in the know, he said his favorite song, if I remember correctly, I think he said his favorite song was Shelter by Porter Robinson and Maddie Young. I too am a big fan of Shelter, Porter Robinson and Maddie Young. I will listen to the Smile stuff as it comes out. I want to get the collector's edition, and then also a CD edition. Because I'm the irresponsible. I actually do have tickets to his concert in Enclave. Not sure that's the right word, but I think it's close enough. When he will be somewhat local to where I live, so I'm really looking forward to it. Speaking of concert tours, I didn't go see Eve before, but I've managed not to be able to see part of his culture tour, which I think is done by now. But maybe next year, maybe touring I'll be able to go early time by savings. I don't know, I'm planning on going to Holocure next year. I don't care if I pick up that trip happen. I genuinely think I'm the first move on for that. If I cannot save up enough in time. But yeah, I'm hoping to go to Holocure next year, and that'll be my first trip to Japan. So I'll go all out. I'll at least go through Tokyo. I'm gonna go to the. I'm hoping to go to the Cup Noodle Museum. I don't know which one. Eventually both, but on this trip probably just one. I'd like to really go to Disney and or Universal. I'm still in the planning phases of this trip. And I've got close to a year to it, and Wolfest dates and locations haven't been announced. I assume they're not going to change the location or the date much. I have a few predictions on when the most likely dates, but who knows? Maybe it'll be a big curveball. After the incredible LTX last year, LMG announced that there will not be one this year, which is very sad, but I understand their reasoning. I honestly think it's a good reasoning of like, we don't have a way to do this without completely overstressing our staff. And I do think that's a good thing to say, hey, this is not a healthy work environment, even if it's only temporary to having a crit. Which, yeah, I don't know. I think, maybe there are some projects where crunch, but I don't know. I'm not sure I've ever actually crunched, so who am I to speak? I'm also curious about usually I think they've used talents are in Q3, Q4. I'm curious to see what the plans are this year. Got ID 2 years ago, and more Ian last year. We also last year Device, which is whole new branch, which is kind of funky. I wonder if the double down there. fun to get Espanol. I think Indonesian would be a fun one to play, or like Thai. Actually, in an apartment I lived in for a while, we had a copy of a book copy. I will not specify which one in Thai. I thought that was pretty. I think it's just a cool looking book. That is a significant portion of my motivation to learn it. And like, you know, I just got a little bit into like trash-based stuff last year. So that motivated me, and then like, I didn't mention it last stream, I'm kind of a big fan of Koseki Biju, and he's studying Thai, and he's Thai, and I think that's neat. Or I'm just down bad. I had a friend who was down bad enough that he tried cross country for a day. So, in contrast, seeking to increase my world knowledge of admittedly just a neat culture in general. I think it's not the worst thing to do down bad. To be clear, I am like at least somewhat of a sane human being and understand, you know, parasociality and all that kind of stuff. That's just to say, I watch Koseki Biju because I enjoy her content. I will at least claim to not truly be around that. I think and that's more of just a bit, but I do genuinely enjoy it. And I think it's fun to watch, and I think she's an interesting person. So that does play into my motivation to be interested in Thailand and I'm also just kind of nerd for East Asian stuff, specifically Japan. Like, an unfortunately good way to convince me to try something out is to say it's like Japanese or something. No joke. That is what. Oh, that wasn't about it. That is kind of why I started parking reverse. I kept doing it because it's a superior way to park. I will not back down on that. But I kind of tried it out. Someone mentioned that it is popular in Japan to park reverse. And I tried it and I realized that it is in fact the superior method of parking. Welcome to Political Opinions with me. I figured a name eventually, but my strong political opinion right there. Reverse parking is better. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, like you get more visibility, you can exit easier. It's not better for groceries, unfortunately. But or for parking lots that are hostile to people parking in the superior method, which do exist around here. Putting one for a small grocery store, closest grocery. I don't go to that grocery store that often. But I'm plugging I'm putting on the charger my smartwatch because I don't know if you heard the low battery chime, but its battery is low. So that's why I'm plugging. Okay. I don't need. I am charging the battery because the battery is low. But insightful reasoning. I don't really care for the crit up stamp, it's fine. Most of the stamps I think are just fine. Ooh, slower weekend. I think I'm gonna swap. I think slow is probably slightly better than weekend, at least right now. For Okayu, first build. Imperial Pen, Gap. Yeah, let's go for it. Didn't pull it off last game, I can pull it off this game. Yeah. But I don't know, I just really like Japan. I think it's a cool nation. I do understand that it has a lot of problems. However, if it cannot be told already, I am from the great nation of the United States of America, which also happens to have its fair share of issues. I could get political, but I think most people would agree. I don't like getting political, so to the extent I will reveal about my political biases. I took a political compass test again recently because my sister has a very politically biased friend. And I was curious how my political opinions had changed since becoming an adult and not a child in high school with no real world experience when they were more biased. And I'm almost like in the middle of the political compass. Yeah, I just kind of think political extremists in every direction are ridiculous and silly. I knew this guy. He was a professor, and he was joking around with us, and his superintendent was there, and he's like, yeah, well, you know what they say, if you can't teach, and if you can't teach, be a superintendent. I sort of feel like a step further than that as a politician or other form of management. Contribute to society, so you can leech off the society and probably make it worse. You need someone to make decisions. It's just good people generally aren't interested in making those decisions. I mean, I sure as heck don't want to go into politics. Can't tell. I doubt anyone want to put me in office. Because I am fiercely non-partisan. Although I am affiliated with the party. Because I was required to. Or not really required to, but like, give my opinion on the matters of this party, I think they automatically made me join their party. And so I'm really glad I did that, so I could go cast my vote for the losing party. That was really fun. Oh well. Actually, not even sure if they were the losing party, but they pulled out immediately after the vote, so. I will say, I will be impressed if we manage to get a worse candidate than the previous few fellows that we've had as our wonderful national figureheads. That sort of seems to be the competition nowadays, doesn't it, though? Either they're a tool or they're a tool. Anyways, I think that's about as political as I'm going to get. Which is still very political, apparently. I started talking about it, and I struggled to course correct my speech. This is all to say, I acknowledge that Japan is not a faultless nation, but to discredit something because it is not faultless is ridiculous and silly. Like someone's arguing against some ideology and they're like, it's flawed, and it's like, what a stupid argument. Your ideology is also contains flaws. Yes. Your ideology also contains flaws. Like, we're people. We make imperfect stuff. Everything's got its problems. Does that make the one I was a big supporter of at the time better? Probably not. I don't know what's better. Because unfortunately, everything has its own flaws. But I think, like, if you're willing to do it, I think almost anything can be made to work. And I'm doing poorly and struggling. Always goes for hololive. Let's go to a much less controversial topic and go back to languages. I'm immediately trying to think of the most controversial thing I can say about languages. Esperanto is dumb. That's, I don't think that's controversial, right? Most attempts to create a universal language are kind of goofy. List of languages I would like to learn. I think the list of languages I wouldn't like to learn is short, but pretty high up on the list. Some form of Chinese, I would probably go with Mandarin. It seems to be the more prevalent one to me, but I'm really not sure. And this is not necessarily a ranked list, this is just some languages I think would be, obviously Japanese. But I feel like that one goes without saying. The years I've devoted to that language, and I can still not speak it. Or read it, rather. Chris Broad just put out a really good video on, I guess, called something like Why I'll Never Speak Japanese Properly or something like that. And it's something like a really depressing title, but it was a good video. I didn't realize I owned at least one of the books here recommended. It was a gift from my late grandmother, which I thought was a little tacky, but not tacky, I just wasn't sure how good of a gift it was at the time. But seeing, Chris Broad recommend that book makes me really want to give it up. The book is A Geek in Japan, by the way. For those interested. But yeah, that was a good video like this. And I liked his point of like, Japanese, you climb like first mountain, you get to the top and you're like, oh, I still have so much further to go. I think that's kind of fun though. Not quite Dunning-Kruger, although I saw a video a while ago, so someone was talking about like what we think of as the Dunning-Kruger effect is not the Dunning-Kruger effect or something like that. So I don't quite remember what their point was. But I think that's like with any language, is the more you know about a language, the more you probably know about what you don't know. Like, with Spanish, I know I have to know, even if I did learn some form of Spanish, it would just be one dialect. And if I learn Mexican Spanish, my friend of a sibling, who is Colombian, would probably hate the Spanish I learned, Or I could go learn Castilian Spanish. I love Europe. Cool place. I can say I have set foot on that continent, so it is harder for me to disprove its existence, or at least reject its existence. I have stepped foot on 2 continents, so those are the only ones I've seen with my eyes and can say are probably real. I don't really have any reason to doubt any other continent's existence. But, you know, I don't have proof to support that they are just fabrications. You know, like Idaho. I've been to Idaho. Not sure it's real though. Or Wyoming either. So, one of my favorite conspiracies was the Finland isn't real. Just because the explanation of it being like a cover-up for illegal Japanese whaling in like the Baltic, the enlarged Baltic, where Finland is rumored to be, I just think is a really funny theory. I enjoy like stupid conspiracy theories like that. You know, like the I don't know, back before Elon Musk got weirder. There was a like Elon Musk is an alien thing, and people still go on with that, and I thought it was kind of funny. Or the most okay, it is technically a real conspiracy, not just a conspiracy theory. With the hot dog bun thing, I'm not sure if I'd call that a conspiracy. It's technically a conspiracy. The companies have conspired together in an attempt to get you to purchase more product. And so I guess that makes it a conspiracy. For those who don't know, the reason why hot dogs and hot dog buns come in different pack sizes is so that like 1 pack of hot dog buns isn't enough for 2 packs of hot dogs, and so you need to buy more buns. So, like that. It is a real thing, so. But it is also goofy. So, like, imagine someone getting all like worked up over it. That's another good one like that. Ooh. There's a really good one for the moon landing. Where someone's like, how can the moon landing be real if the moon is still in the sky? I think that one still sometimes. I really like that line. This is a good stamp here. Which one? Goes. Yeah. I kind of like the multi-shot characters. I think I tend to prefer multi-shot. Or Gudo for some reason, who is melee, but I really like playing as. But I think I also really like speed. So he's an speedy character. Speed. I should finish Initial D. I stopped watching it a few years ago. Pretty deep into it, like season 5 or 6, I think. No, they're not season 12. I don't know. Whatever it was. It was season 5 or 6, just whatever they call it. I wonder if part of that is struggling with the Funimation merger. It really annoys me that stuff is missing because of that still. The fucking got the OVA episodes. I haven't checked, but after the merger had officially happened in Funimation, or they were still unavailable. Here's still hoping they end up on Crunchyroll eventually. Who knows? I will say the thing I was talking about earlier with Tokyo Revengers, with the kanji problem, is a great reminder though of localization more than translation. So if I watched that localized version, even if I did fully understand it without the subtitles, you know, I'd still be getting a different experience than watching the original Japanese show. I'm okay with that. Especially because I know what the major difference was there. And I know why they changed it. I don't know. I think it would be nice if we could change the cultural association of that in America. But that's the kind of topic that gets people up. I think it's a very delicate subject that I'm not sure how to approach. As for me, I can do my best to, you know, not be offended by stuff. But I cannot force anyone else to feel that way. For better or for worse, you know? We all have to figure out living our own. Well, we all have to figure out living for ourselves to some extent. Not like it, though. I mean, like, we ourselves have to come to some understanding of what life is, you know? And what's important. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but okay. Broken dreams, get in the fight. I think Yogo's stream joke is a little funny, but like, not funny as in like actually funny, as in like really. Like, oh, his dream is dead. Are you sure this is not like exactly? Well, I mean, obviously not like some grandma time. I think this is pretty much what he was going for, and pretty much what he expected. I don't think it came as a surprise. The results were a surprise to him. Like, definitely not after like Gen 1. I'm pretty sure. Just because I think by the time you have multiple people, or even if you've seen any streamers, you should figure it out pretty quickly what the result's gonna be. It would be an interesting thing though to do a deep dive on like which generation is it that killed Yago's dream, in the sense of like, you know, what people think Yago's dream is. I think, you know, what people are thinking, and like, it's like traditional idol group stuff. You can't maintain that. Not like when you're talking about people who are as publicly present as the live stream. They're just online so much, putting so much content out there that, yeah, obviously they're going to be a lot more like open about it and like entertaining. Like, you know, everyone says funny stuff sometimes. So the more of your stuff that's online, the higher chance that your funny stuff is going to get online. Like, everyone makes a fool of themselves, but especially like with how much time some live streamers spend live, obviously that's going to come through. Because, you know, most people, you never see them make a fool of themselves. And like, idol agencies work very hard. The traditional idol agencies, as far as I can tell, work very hard to make sure that kind of display is very controlled and doesn't get out much. So, the kayfabe for traditional idol media is so much tighter. Because you can. Because if you only have to do it a few hours, like you only have to maintain that persona a few hours a week, it's possible to. But if you're talking about several hours a day, no. It has to be a lot lighter of a disguise. know, everyone can be on their best behavior for some amount of time, but you can slip up eventually. That's not a bad thing. I think that's why this kind of thing, like YouTubing and virtual idols, have had so much success, because it feels a lot more genuine. People probably are a little tired of the artificiality of the previous media. Not that I don't know, I'm speaking like I know so much about it. I really don't know. Like, I'm not sure I could name any, like, big idol groups. Like, there's that one, AKB something. I have not necessarily a viewer, but I have a view. They've already left. They watched for 11 seconds. That distracted me. I'm not even sure I could name an idol group other than, like, there's the ones like AKB something. XYZ in a group. I was talking to someone and they really liked XYZ. I guess what do you call it? World Order probably counts. World Order's pretty cool. I've heard a song or two by them. Or I guess it's the Korean ones. I've heard of BTS. I don't know much about it. I know they're popular. Or Blackpink. Let's not do a which idol groups can I name. I just need to fool myself. Of course, we all have to credit the greatest idol groups. Big Time Rush. That is a show I remember airing. That's about it. I don't actually remember the show that well. But I do think I was technically in the, like, demographic age range for that show. Oh, hey, round's almost over. As I completely just dumped out Shadow. Or I have chicken feathers, I shall be fine. Yeah. I do remember, I think it's really funny. I remember the show Shake It Up, starring Zendaya and Bella Thorne. Okay, we'll go do it in one round. Leo starring Bella Thorne and Zendaya. And so that's like my permanent association for Zendaya. And so like her being MJ, and it was like kind of funny to me. But I guess it's just me typecasting this poor actress. Clearly a pretty darn good actress. It's just funny. Almost 6. Roughly around. I haven't been live for 30, so I've been live for about 9 minutes. And I have had a view. We're here for, according to this average view duration thing, 11 seconds. Which, you know, we'll strive to do better next time. Please enter the chat if you show up, so I know. But, oh well. I think. But stream health, yeah, stream status, excellent. I'm pretty good to end it there. Dude, you've got Chikoi for 2 characters. And Sunrise will be Ayada. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Sunrise is like almost now-ish. We'll be starting, so I should probably start winding that up. I had some sort of farewell thing that I said last time. I don't remember what it was, but ditto. No, if you have, for some reason, come to watch this VOD, hey, my viewer liked the stream. Thank you. If you have, for whatever reason, mistakenly watched this VOD, please leave a comment letting me know what you thought. Stick around. I'm hoping to stream at least a few times a week. I think the magic number that I've seen everywhere is 3 or more. I'm not committing to that. I'm not sure I'll be able to achieve that. But my current target is at least weekly. And my current viewership goal is 1 live viewer for like average for an entire stream. So we'll see how that goes. Really setting these high goals. Anyways, if you watch this VOD, please send me your feedback. I'm hoping by next stream I will be able to do background music. I think I'll get that approval and also put the links for this game. You can get it on h.io or on Steam. I'll post the links in the description next time if I have the approval so to do. It's so dumb that you need that now, but I guess people were probably... Well, 1, people were probably posting dubious links in the description, and 2, YouTube doesn't like anything that leads you away from their platform. So, I guess I understand their motivations there. Yes. As I keep ranting, we're just really close to that 90-minute mark to end right about there, hey? Check out this game. I really enjoy it. I think it did really well, reviews wise on Steam. I mean, it's a free, fun roguelike with hours of content. I mean, you don't need to content, but if you do, I've got over 120 hours, and I still don't do everything. Good content. And I still don't know. I haven't played with some of the characters in over 100 hours. It's well worth your time. It's well worth the cost of $0. Be worth more than that, but as a stubborn person who desires for some ridiculous reason to contribute to the entertainment of humanity for free, apparently. So give this game a try, and hopefully give my channel a try. I'll also, hopefully, if I can post links, be able to do background music next stream. I'll probably either be trying Wintergarten, or Kevin MacLeod, standard stuff for background music. Maybe I'll try, the, Dova Syndrome. Whatever. That's only really gonna apply on, the stream starting soon. Means... that's not a huge deal. But that's all. My parting advice is make sure you eat your vegetables. And great day. I just put the credits up because I thought that'd be a good way to give them some credit. Yeah. Hey, actually not. Did K actually not post credit this game? I noticed that they put the credits in Hollow X Break Janitor. So hey, at least they got that much. Very exciting content. Watch credits. Actually, though, like, big thanks to that random person who came in, watched for 11 seconds, and left a like, and then left. It is actually, I do actually appreciate the end of the credits. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it's just looping, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely looping. Let's do the loop. I swear I had a better, like, end thing. But considering I spent the last 5 minutes talking nothing, I will end. For real this time.